Hello and welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. So, I ended on step 54. I don't actually know how many steps are total, but I am on step 55 now. So, I'm gonna see how far I get. I mean, I look like I'm doing pretty good. These are some pink pieces. There's only 2 pink ones. Weird. Black and gray. Okay. Okay, and then underneath. My manager was like, why don't you feel the need to help your brother home from the bar? He's trying to be responsible. And, you don't know how he treats me. And my brother tried to, be like, oh, well, I mean, I did your dishes. Like, come on. I'm like, I can do them myself. You didn't have to, and I didn't ask you to do them. And I usually do my own dishes. Sure, does it take me longer sometimes? Yeah. Because I'm exhausted. Sometimes I only have enough energy to eat once I get home from work. Let alone drive to pick someone up from a bar that I don't even agree with. I don't think it's okay to drink alcohol. I'm very against it. I find it very gross. Don't get me wrong, a leisurely, glass of wine every once in a while, I understand that. Get yourself relaxed so you can fall asleep easier. It's just another form of sleep meds. But, party drinking, you're killing your liver and stressing your body out for no reason. I don't see a reason to do it. I understand partying, but you don't have to drink to party. You can party without drinking. That's something that I've always believed in. I don't think I've ever agreed with social drinking. I find it icky and kind of gross. Don't get me wrong, if you do it for yourself, but make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, not just to fit in. I mean, I think alcohol in itself is nasty, so I will never understand why people actively want to drink. Do you enjoy suffering? But maybe that just is me because I'm a crier. I cry, I don't know. Every single time I've ever had alcohol in my, which is only a few times, I've cried for hours. It's not enjoyable. I don't understand what people enjoy about it. I don't think I could party with alcohol in my system. I just feel stressed. It makes me more stressed. So I don't understand, which is why I don't drink. I will gladly stay sober if it means I don't have to be under the influence. And don't you like knowing what's happening around you? Or is it just me that alcohol in general just stresses out? Like, what if someone put something in it? I don't know. I just feel like drinking in general stresses me out. And I don't like going out in public anyway, so it's even worse. Like, why wouldn't you just drink at home? Aren't you afraid of like how you will get home? Are you afraid you'll forget your way home? Aren't you afraid you'll forget something? I mean, I get it. Some people drink to forget, but like, I don't see the reason to do that. I like remembering where I am and who I am and what I'm doing. Because I actually kind of enjoy my life, even if I hate the people that are in it. I honestly wish less people were in it than more because of how awful the people who are currently in it are. Like, you can drink, but don't involve other people. Drink at home. Otherwise, don't drink. There's no reason to. It is a depressant, though. But also, the only people I've ever known to like be actual alcoholics have died. So I don't understand the want behind it, because almost every single one of my dad's friends are currently dead because of alcoholism or some sort of alcohol related illness. Like, it doesn't seem worth it if you can't die in a natural or a normal way. It just seems deadly at that rate. Oh my god, he can turn his head. Oh, I love it. But everything about this makes me so happy. I feel like I should admit I love birds a lot. Um, Everything to do with birds. I find them so beautiful, cute, and sweet. Um, I love birds. I feel like there's a piece missing. I have to make claws. That is a new thing. Okay, so there's just like a bunch of mechanical parts for this. Okay. I'm making bird claws. Wild. Sorry about the comment about alcohol. I feel like some people will take so much offense to that, and then there will be some people who are just like, you're probably right that people should stop drinking. And yes, people probably should, considering how many people have died because of it, but I don't expect anyone to actually stop drinking. Though people actually have after talking to me, so maybe I should just keep telling people about all of the things that have happened to the people I loved. All because they decided that a drink was more worth it than their life. Like one of my dad's dear friends. His name was Quentin. He died from an overdose after drinking too much at a bar. That man was the sweetest, nicest person ever. Sure, he might have done some bad shit in his life, but he wanted redemption. He just didn't know any better. And every single time they've ever talked without drinking, they were so intelligent. And it felt like every time they were around the bad crowd, all of the other alcoholics in my town, he would always seem worse. And none of them had a nice thing to say about him at his funeral. They only had bad things they could say about him. They all called him a drunk and other synonymously bad things. Like he was an asshole. But I've never seen him be mean. Personally, he was a sweetheart who was depressed and sad. Who wanted help, but didn't know who to ask and how to get it. He don't have wings yet. But every time he's ever, like, actively talked to me, he was such a nice person. And I feel like everyone took their personality for granted. Because none of them had something nice to say. None of them could. Don't get me wrong. During that guy's funeral, I talked shit about my brother the whole time. But never about Quentin. I didn't have a bad thing to say about Quentin. I only had shit that I could say that was bad about my brother. That man might have been an alcoholic. That guy Quentin, he might have been an alcoholic. But there was no doubt in my mind that the worst person I know is my brother. And that none of them should have said any bad about Quentin, because he really wasn't that bad. Which is wild because of the fact that his entire family abandoned him, okay? Quentin lost everyone because of a divorce. Not to mention the fact that she's the one who wanted the divorce. And she's the one who broke it off with Quentin. And everyone villainized him and not the woman who broke him, it hurt my feelings. I don't know, like, what she went through in that marriage, so I can't attest to maybe it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. But the thing is, from what I know about marriage and people who enter those types of relationships is if you are not in love with your partner, then you're just not in love with your partner. And that happens sometimes. But you shouldn't take it out on the partner that you don't love. Because why is it their fault that you couldn't love them? You're the one who decided you couldn't love them, not the other way around. Every single time he talked to me, though, he was always so sad. And I could feel that energy from them. Did they just genuinely not give me enough pieces for this? See, I'm wearing a big skirt right now, so every time something falls, it falls directly on my skirt, and it's actually kind of convenient. Oops. Ooh, look at that wind. Now I gotta do it on the other side. Mm. There's actually a few people that I've told not to drink anymore that actually have stopped. And every time someone does stop drinking, I'm really proud of them for it. Because I know that means that they won't die from it. And I like pray for them because thank goodness. And I hope they can stick on the path of just not drinking because it makes everything worse. It makes your ability to feel worse. It makes your ability to cope worse. It makes you emotionally unstable. Like, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to feel, but if you do not ever learn how to feel and cope with your emotions, it's only gonna get worse and feel worse. And then every single time you don't drink or have access to a drink, you're just gonna feel like you want to drink even when you don't. Because your body likes to feel emotion. Contrary to beliefs, feeling emotion actually feels really nice. And crying feels even better. And I know it sounds weird, but I actually really like to cry. Because after I'm done crying, I feel so much better. I know not everyone would understand that feeling, but it's probably because you never let yourself cry before, like a genuine sob. You're allowed to feel emotions, and feeling them usually makes you feel so much better. Now, on another note, um, for a very long time, if I showed any ounce of emotion, I'd be made fun of or called weak. And it became basically really embarrassing to feel anything or to show that I have emotions. But I'd still have panic attacks and be overwhelmed. And I never stopped bothering to feel because it hurt to not. I like feeling emotions. I like expressing them too. Every time I see a person express emotions is honestly a blessing because I'm just like, oh, you're gonna feel so much relief after you finish crying. Don't you feel better now that you had a good cry? I won't pity you. I don't feel bad for you if you cry, but you must feel better then, once you're done. Because crying is a form of relief. It's supposed to make you feel better. So when you're finally done crying, you can just be like, oh, I feel better now. I cannot find the right piece. The review for this is going to be very harsh because there's missing pieces, there's not enough pieces, there's incorrect pieces. Like, it shows distinctly one of these in the instructions. There is not a single one of those that is 3 by 2 that has a slope. There's 2 small ones that can be used as the same thing, but it's not the same thing. I am very particular about what is in my Lego sets, and if they don't follow their instructions, it absolutely upsets me. Same thing when people do something that's stupid and beg for a person to help them out. Like, I get it. I'm thankful my brother's not choosing to drive drunk, but also call an Uber. And, oh no, it's expensive. You shouldn't have gone out and drunk then. Bring the alcohol home if you don't want to have to find a way home. And no, I will not be driving him home ever because I don't support drinking in the first place. It is against my beliefs to drink. And I will not contribute to that. And my manager was like, I mean, you shouldn't judge him. And I'm like, so? To you? Of course I'm going to judge my sibling. He's my sibling. That is what siblings do. They make fun of each other and they judge each other. But I also don't help them, no. Mainly because my brother is very aggressive towards me. If I say or do anything, he has a whole list of reasons why I'm wrong and why I shouldn't be the way I am. Whether it be my sexuality, he says, I'm not normal. And I'm like, normal does not exist. Technically, everyone is completely different. And we all feel differently, we all think differently, we all act differently. And we should not expect anything from others. I need one of these pieces for this. Albeit, this is why I'm upset. I'm missing pieces, and I hate everything about it. It should have given me all the pieces. Should have given me the correct piece in the first place. But I've also, after being on live and my brother talking to me on live, and people witnessing how he treats me, people have agreed that, like, girl, you need to get out of there. I should also mention my brother has a domestic violence on him. So it is noted that he is not safe to be around women. Has my brother ever been safe to be around? Debatable. When he was younger, he used to throw rocks at cars. He used to let air out of the tires in our mother's car just because she'd give him a rule or tell him to respect something. My brother does not shut the bathroom door or lock it properly during certain moments. Who doesn't lock the bathroom door behind them when they live with like 5 people or in public? That's disgusting. And my biggest pet peeve is with people who do that. I'm not gonna lie. That is absolutely disgusting. It's like you're asking to be walked in on, and that is a harassment in a way. No, I do not want to see your ass. Oh my god. So this light gray plates, green plate, gray plate. This is a weird piece that I'm adding, and I find this strange. I'll also state that when my brother finally left the household um, that I currently live in, I celebrated that he was finally gone. And now that he's back, I'm miserable again because I did not want him here in the first place. It's like, finally, freedom. Now he's back, and I'm just like, no, leave again. Nobody wanted you here at all. He wants a piece here. Well, I found where this piece is meant to go. It's meant to go here, but there's a missing piece. I'm trying to see if anything else fell. I'm really worried that this is like my fault. Did I drop any pieces? I don't remember dropping any. Do you all remember me dropping any pieces? Oh my god. There was a piece stuck in the bag. This is why you keep your trash. I was actually about to throw it out. That means, is I'm missing like other pieces, or is it just in the bags? And I just missed it. No, the other bags are empty. I'm genuinely missing 2 pieces, but it's okay because it's not like they were used for anything else. They gave me the wrong pieces instead of giving me missing pieces, so it's not so bad. It could be worse. It's still annoying that I technically do have 2 missing pieces without, well, 2 incorrect pieces, not missing. They're very similar pieces. The only difference is like a curve. I'm very particular about specifics. It's like when they gave me that like wooden set with all the space and the moons and the stars and all the planets, and they rotate around the sun, and they weren't the same color beads as what was on the box. It bothered me. But I went back, I checked the website. Apparently, they just send you random beads of the same sizes. So none of the planets are meant to be the same color no matter how many times you get the set. It still bothers me that they don't match the ones on the box, but it's whatever. It's not meant to be the same. And I'm like, okay, I can handle that. It does say that they're not meant to be the same. This one explicitly said if there's anything missing or different, it is because it's missing or different, unintentionally. And that you can get a replacement. Okay. No, but I genuinely still don't want my brother back home. He shouldn't be here. I am so incredibly upset. But also, he should know I film here and that I will continue to film no matter what. Whether he says something or not, because filming is a form of therapy for me. Sure, I get it. Not everyone does that. It's different for everyone, but filming has been always my form of therapy. It helps me feel calm and vent and feel better in the chaos of the world that we live in. Because I don't understand what the fuck is going on most of the time. And I sure as hell like to ask for advice and understanding. Because I know I think differently than the average person, and act differently than the average person. It keeps having me rotate it, and it's really hard to keep track of what side I'm on. It used to be quieter. And, like, I get it. I used to complain even about my uncle when he first got here. But it's because we didn't establish any scheduling at the time. But, like, this house is too crowded. There is 6 people in this house. There is technically only 2 bedrooms. There are 6 rooms, but only 4 that have doors. No, the bathroom has a door also. But, like, rooms. Less people need to be in this building, basically. Especially with only 1 shower. How is anyone supposed to survive in that? Which is also why I think people shouldn't have, like, too many kids if they don't have enough room to occupy them. Usually people who have multiple people in their home have the room to occupy them. It's still going. There's so many pieces to this. Is it gonna make me use every single piece that it gave me? If it does, I'm impressed. But also, it gave me a wrong piece at one point. So far, it's seeming like it wants me to use every single piece that it gives me, so. Oh my god, it looks I love it. Peace, love, and have a good night, my Fab fans, and I'll see you in the next video. Hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. Goodbye!